rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the two-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous three-division champion of the world, Vasily Lomachenko.
And of course, we fight. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Good counter punching. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Fantastic punch. Good punch. How about that time counter shot? Augustus is wobbly right now, in some big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Been a tough round so far.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Great work. I love that.
And there's the bell for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Lomachenko in trouble. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place.
And Augustus goes to the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, but you know what? The corner.
Oh my God, Johnny! Uh-oh, Lomachenko just got rocked. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Has to be careful for that risk. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows he's won this round. Lomachenko is buzzed. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round.
Switch on.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Insane action. Augustus is clipped. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter punch. Whoa, wait a minute. Is Augustus about to crumble to the canvas? And down goes Emmanuel Augustus. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus. Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Those counter punches have to hurt. Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. The perfect counter lands. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the straight left. Good punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last stuff. What you doing? On to the 5th we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough...
And Emmanuel Augustus is down. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Hold that thought! Augustus is clipped. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
There's a counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. He misses with that straight left. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Let's start the sixth. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice. Lomachenko goes down. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
The stamina is off the charts. Good defense there to stop that hook. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Loma in that last one. Here we go, it's round 7. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen him up.
He hit him with the perfect body shot, and there's no getting up from this one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin and go for speed.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Down goes Lomachenko. That punch to the head looked so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last one.
Come on!
And there's the bell for round 8. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice counter. That jab misses. Hold it right there. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Every time he throws a... Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what?